Hello and welcome back. Today I have a very unusual story to relate about a local homeless lady here in Bournemouth, Dorset, who is in a particularly desperate situation. And given the severe misery and alarming circumstances that we find her in, I thought it'd be a good idea just to give a short interview with a view to obviously sharing her side of the situation and uploading it onto social media to see if somebody could possibly potentially help her. And this lady is 49 years old, ex-NHS, used to work in a head injury clinic, hospital round the corner many years ago. Comes from Swanage and at the moment is in quite a bit of pain. She has a serious arthritis problem, from what I understand, which is affecting both her hips, meaning that she now has to have two hip replacements. That's both sides replaced. She's currently struggling also with a broken leg. This is somebody that attacked her, stamped on her leg or something like this. This is even though she's in a wheelchair, which has left her with two fractures in her leg. She's also struggling with something called fibromyalgia and pancreatitis and a peripheral neuropathic pain disorder syndrome. So that's quite a long list of issues, health complaints to have. And like I say, she is particularly scared, particularly lonely, and in quite a bit of pain. So, and I think under these circumstances, you know, in our modern day society, this is really quite unacceptable. So I hope you can take just a few moments to have a listen to her story, her side of the equation and the situation, to give her a chance just to relate what she's been through, with a view, I hope, to reaching somebody out there who can extend some help to her in some shape or form. This is either provide her some kind of stepping stone out of this awful situation she's in. She's currently sleeping in the car park at Asda every night in this situation, you know, with a broken leg, two hip replacements coming up and fibromyalgia, all these other problems. So yeah, obviously clearly completely unacceptable. The poor woman is very scared and lonely. And I've seen, this is difficult to say, but I've seen evidence to show that any animals in this situation we would automatically put down, which I find very difficult to say and even very difficult to address, but unfortunately it is true, you know, which just makes it all the more shocking. So I hope that you can please take a minute to listen to her side of the story, and hopefully somebody out there can come up with some suggestion, perhaps offer her some help, whether it be a bed for the night or some stepping stone out of this situation. I'd be dearly grateful. Thank you for your time. Okay, I found somebody here who really needs a little bit of help in terms of some roof over her head or some form of accommodation, which would sincerely help her, I think, you know, at this present moment. Would you like to tell your story, please, Tanya?
Yeah, my name's Tanya. I'm 49 years old. I've been homeless on and off over years, in recovery on and off. Nothing to hide. 3.5 months ago I helped a girl when we had that bad storm. I was at 211 Holderness Road. I walked past and her partner had attacked her. She was bleeding. And I said, come back for a hot meal and dry clothes. I took her back. We've just been allowed visitors. And she came in, had something to eat, dry clothes. Needed the toilet a couple of hours later, and I've showed her where it was. And the next thing I've heard was commotion, and she's attacking a member of staff. And I got thrown out. I knew we were responsible for our own visitors, but I didn't do anything wrong. I really didn't. I've been there over a year. No problems at all. I was waiting for accommodation with the council because I'm quite poorly. I've got rheumatoid arthritis. I can't walk. I'm in a wheelchair.
And you've got a problem with your foot as well, Tanya, haven't you? Let's have a little look down here.
Should I just tell you?
Yeah.
I got attacked. Can you still hear me? Yeah.
Got attacked.
I got attacked by my ex-partner's girlfriend. She jumped up and down on my foot. I was still on press charges because I don't want to be like they call it grass. But she attacked me, broke my foot in 2 places.
Broke your foot in 2 places?
Fractured the front of it. I had a boot for it and left it in the taxi.
Okay, yeah.
Tried to carry on walking and I pulled out of alignment. And in this time I've been living in car parks, not far from here, behind Lidl's in little doorway bits and just anywhere where it's been dry and warm. I've been robbed. I've had just about everything. Anyway,
how many times have you been robbed?
About 4 times now.
About 4 times, and what did they take?
2 different times, mobiles, my money.
Mobiles and your money?
Clothes.
Clothes?
Alcohol that I've had.
Right. Yeah. Was that while you were asleep?
Yeah. So I've fallen asleep in the wheelchair and they've come up and gone behind with my bags.
I see, that's
I went up and asleep on the floor.
Yeah, so you need somewhere to stay, don't you? Otherwise people keep robbing you.
And what happened was they took me to Weymouth and gave me a B&B over there for protection from this girl. And a week and a half later they brought me back. And I fell over up at the Premier a bit further and needed stitches. I waited 5 hours for an ambulance, but the doctors were on strike and it was awful. This was 3 o'clock in the morning and somebody got me back down to Asda. And then I got to the hospital, they bring me back to Boscombe. 18 hours later the council got rid of my accommodation. Then last Friday they sacked me from the homeless team. Who can be sacked in my position?
They sacked you from the homeless team?
They basically said on the 25th, 6th and 7th September, St Mungo's homeless team couldn't find me. I cannot stay in the same area. I'm a woman. Yeah, I am vulnerable. I'm not trying to big myself up, but I am vulnerable. If somebody gets my whereabouts, I couldn't force somebody off if somebody attacked me.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I was sleeping rough. They don't come out every day. They don't come out every day. And because of this, I went to the council last Friday and I was there 3.5 hours. When I come out, they left me until 5:30 in the evening, thinking I was going to get some help. And then they come out with a letter that I've still got on me, saying that basically they're charging me from the homeless services because they couldn't find me on these days.
So you've been discharged from the homeless services with a fractured leg, and you're in a wheelchair.
I'm waiting for new hips.
And you're waiting for 2 new hips?
Yeah, I also have
you need 2 new hip replacements.
I can't walk at all. I can't take
You can't walk at all?
Not one step.
And they've discharged you from the homeless shelter?
We won it back on Tuesday. They took it to the meeting, a big meeting at Bournemouth Council.
Yeah.
And St Mungo's won it back. They were gonna put back an accommodation. They said Thursday at the latest.
Right.
Today's Friday. They've now said to me, you can't get upstairs. Knowing damn well I can't get upstairs. I physically cannot get up a stair.
So basically you can't come into the homeless shelter because you can't go up the stairs?
Anywhere. They've got hotels, they've got hospitals, everywhere.
And all the ground floors are full up?
Yeah, move somebody upstairs.
They can't move somebody upstairs for somebody like you. That's absolutely disgusting.
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's like you said, I mean, we don't treat animals like this.
You put an animal down if it was this.
I mean,
I live in pain constantly.
Constantly?
I just want some help. I just want a roof over my... It's winter, for God's sake. I'm only from Swanage.
You're from Swanage?
I'm local.
You're local?
I used to be a nurse.
You used to be a nurse? Where did you work when you were a nurse?
Shelley Ward down at Kings Park Hospital.
Really?
Head injury unit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Boscombe.
Oh, really?
All over with the agencies and I was at nursing homes years on and off.
I have, because I've suffered from head injuries, and I'm very grateful for nurses that used to deal with that kind of thing, because there's very few doctors or nurses or facilities to deal with head injuries these days. But that's even more shocking that you actually used to work for the NHS and now they can't provide any support for you later on in life, you know, in terms of having really serious medical problems.
All I want, and it sounds stupid, I just want somewhere warm and a hot meal.
Need somewhere warm and a hot meal and some accommodation, don't you? Or at least some kind of stepping stone.
Don't mean to get upset. I've had enough.
Oh man, I don't blame you for being enough. I think you've been put through enough myself.
It's been over 3 months now.
Yeah, but just a stepping stone to some kind of helping hand or facilitating you to some more compassionate kind of lifestyle. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm human.
Or just a better life.
And
Yeah.
I do exist.
Yeah.
I'm sick of people walking past. You know what I mean? I don't want to ask for help. I don't want to say, excuse me, could you help me 50p for the bus? Blah, 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 blah. I get ignored. I'd rather someone tell me where to go than be ignored. But at the end of the day, I do exist. And I am human, and I've got grandchildren, children. I just want a better life. It's all I want. It's just, please, I'm just asking if anyone can help me, please.
Oh. Well, there we have it. If you're being treated like you don't exist, then I think that's a very good reason, isn't it, to make a little video and put your story out there and see if we can find someone who can quite possibly help you, or at least facilitate you to a better life. So yeah, let's hope that happens, and I wish you all the best, Tanya.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you.